From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, August 24th, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.99 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,288 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 4 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $4,179. Antiwar.com reports Saudi warplanes attacked the Yemeni capital of Sana'a, hitting a hotel in the northern Arab district. At least 60 people were killed and over a dozen wounded in the attack. The hotel collapsed more or less entirely, and aid workers are still recovering bodies from the site. The attack appears to have been deliberate, with officials saying it was against a legitimate military target requested by the Saudi-backed southern Yemeni government, and that the Shiite renegades were present in the hotel, the apparent target. It being a hotel in a major city, however, there were obviously many civilians within also killed. This is the deadliest single attack so far in 2017. It is not the deadliest attack of the war, however, which was an October incident in which the Saudis bombed a funeral procession, killing at least 140 people. The Saudis have been under growing criticism for the huge civilian death toll their air war has caused. The number of airstrikes have been on the rise through 2016, and the civilian death toll resulting from them has already surpassed the whole toll of 2016. In 1999, Daryl W. Perry began a search for traditional values, which led him down a path to the ideas of liberty. He tells the story in A Rebel's Journey, My Path to Liberty. Ask for A Rebel's Journey wherever books are sold, or visit arebelsjourney.com. UPI reports a federal judge on Wednesday rejected changes softening Texas voters' identification law, saying the altercations do not do enough to ensure that Black and Latino voters are not discriminated against. U.S. District Judge Nelva Gonzalez Ramos said Senate Bill 5, signed by Governor Greg Abbott in June, did not alleviate the problems the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals found in the state's 2011 voter identification law, Senate Bill 14. The appeals court said the older law disproportionately affected minority voters who are less likely than white voters to have one of the 7 acceptable forms of identification required at the polls. Ramos ruled in April that SB 14 not only discriminated, it did so intentionally. Ramos wrote on Wednesday, SB 5 does not meaningfully expand the types of photo identifications that can qualify, even though the court was clearly critical of Texas having the most restrictive list in the country. Adding, for instance, Texas still does not permit federal or Texas state government photo IDs, even those issued to its own employees. SB 5 permits the use of the free voter registration card mailed to each registered voter and other forms of non-photo ID, but only through the use of a declaration of a reasonable impediment, because those who lack SB 14 photo ID are subjected to separate voting obstacles and procedures. SB 5's methodology remains discriminatory because it imposes burdens disproportionately on minority voters. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton on Wednesday issued a statement saying he planned to appeal the ruling, saying, "Today's ruling is outrageous. SB 5 was passed by the people's representatives and includes all of the changes to the Texas voter ID law requested by the Fifth Circuit." Paxton noted that though the Department of Justice originally backed groups that thought Texas voting law was too restrictive, it later reversed course when President Donald Trump took office. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports the White House has prepared paperwork for U.S. President Donald Trump to pardon Joe Arpaio, the controversial former Arizona sheriff convicted last month of criminal contempt and racial profiling case, according to a report by CNN on Wednesday. White House officials declined comment, but an administration official told CNN that talking points to be used after Arpaio is pardoned have also been prepared. During an appearance on Tuesday in Phoenix, Trump hinted that he would issue a pardon for Arpaio, who was sheriff of Maricopa County for 24 years before losing a re-election bid last year. Last month, a federal judge found Arpaio guilty of contempt for intentionally defying a 2011 court order that barred his officers from stopping Latino motorists solely on suspicion that they were in the United States illegally. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.